Hey, it's Sarah with Loaves and Dishes, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this crab dip. Before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that you'll be notified when we upload. So this crab dip recipe is really simple, and you can kind of adjust things to, based on whatever it is that you like in a crab dip. So in my bowl here, I already have 1 block of 8 ounces of cream cheese, and now I'm adding some cherry tomatoes. I only did about half a cup of these cherry tomatoes. I wish that I had added more. I could have added the entire container, and it probably would have been okay. But you can add as many as you'd like, and you don't have to add cherry tomatoes. You could use Roma tomatoes. You could use like a regular sandwich tomato. If you use one of those, I would recommend scooping out the seeds and stuff, just so that your dip doesn't get real watered down and loose. You could also use a canned tomato, but I would recommend draining those really well. It's really up to you. The cherry tomatoes were on sale at the grocery store, so I used some cherry tomatoes. And now I am adding in some lemon zest. You don't have to add in lemon zest if you don't want to. This is optional. But I know that my husband really likes lemon with seafood stuff, so I wanted to add in a little bit. And if you like more lemon, you could also add in the juice of the lemon as well. And now I'm adding in 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to run those through my garlic press so that they get minced up really well. And again, you could add more garlic or less garlic, or you could use garlic powder if you wanted to in place of the actual garlic. And then you want to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. And I added in about a teaspoon of hot sauce and a little pinch of salt and some pepper as well. And you could leave out the hot sauce, you could add more, or you could use cayenne if you wanted to use cayenne pepper. And then I put in about a cup of sharp cheddar cheese, and you could use whatever kind of cheese you want. And then I added about a tablespoon of Old Bay. I wouldn't skip on the Old Bay. I think it makes it taste like crab dip. It makes it seafoody. Okay, so now I'm mixing all of this up really well before I put the crab in, because when you put the lump crab meat in, you don't want to have to mix it very much. So I did a pre-mix, and then I am very gently mixing the crab in, because you want it to stay, so crab meat is really delicate, and you want it to stay in kind of larger lumps so that you can get a good bite of crab in the crab dip. And so I'm being really gentle when I'm mixing it up, and I'm scraping my spatula around the outside of the bowl and folding it over into the middle. This is a folding technique. So if anybody asks you what does that mean? How do you fold it? This is how you go around the outside, and then you take what you've collected and you fold it over the top of the middle. And so once that's all mixed up, then you just put it in your baking dish, and there's no need to prepare it or spray it or anything. The dip is not gonna get so it's not gonna congeal to the side. You're gonna be dipping this out of the chip. You're not gonna be serving it, cutting it up. You just want to make sure that you get all of it, and then you smooth it out a little bit so that it's nice and flat on top, so that things cook evenly. And then when I put that in the oven, I got out my green onions and I chopped up some green onions to sprinkle on the top. But you want to bake your crab dip at 375 for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how bubbly and how brown you want it on top, because it will start to brown a little bit the longer it stays in. And then there it is, all done. I wish I had used a bigger container because mine was getting ready to bubble over. And then I sprinkled the top with the green onions. And there it is. If you want to see more recipes, be sure to check out Loaves and Dishes, and thanks for watching.